Hello and welcome to Pierre's Platterful demonstration for August. Up first, we're going to start with our sweet Irish cheddar, so you can go ahead and take that out of the wrapper. Then we're just going to cut it into about 1/4 inch slices all the way up the block, and then you're going to cut it down the center. This is going to allow us to use it on 2 places of the board rather than just one. Up next, we have the Gouda. This one, you can go ahead again, take it out of the wrapper, and then I'm gonna cut it in half. And then from here, you'll see that I'm going to cut it in half again so that you can remove the red casing, but you'll definitely wanna keep the red casing for placement on your board. It helps with that color and visual appeal, and it helps kind of contain that Gouda because after you cut it in half, then you're gonna go ahead and just cube it. So just cube all of them so that you can place them as I am inside that red shell casing. Up next, we've got our goat cheese from Beachy Farm. We are going to just use this as it is. It is so cute. This is in our large boxes. It is a heart. So you're gonna go ahead, as if it's actually in the wrapper, you can kind of press it to make it into that really cute heart shape. But you'll do that before you unwrap it, and then you can do it again after you unwrap it, just so that you really give it that nice firm heart shape that they've so cutely put their goat cheese in. Up next for our meats, we have our sliced salami. So this, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do a different format of a rose. So for this rose, we're gonna take every single slice of salami from this packet, and we're gonna line them up about 1/4 inch apart. Then you're going to take it from one end and tightly roll it from one end to the other. So that way you have one large roll of salami. And then to create the 2 roses, what we're actually gonna do is take our knife and just cut it down the center, and you'll see you have 2 petite roses that we can place on the board. Up next, we have our salami chub, and what we're gonna do with this one, as we typically do with our chubs, is we are just gonna go ahead and slice that about 1/4 inch apart, and we will use that to rotate and make it weave around things on our board. And now I'd like to introduce some of our box sponsors for August. So we have Protos Simply Salted Crisps. We have Rose Sisters Seasoned Tortilla Chips. These are awesome. So what you're gonna actually wanna do is crack them. So if they got a little cracked in transit, no big deal. You're gonna wanna crack it in the wrapper so that you can place them on your board. From Uplift Foods, we have the Bliss Bites in either strawberry and cream or peanut butter and chocolate brownie. Up next, we have the Feechy Fig and Almond Bites. We've got our Chapel Hill Toffee from Chapel Hill. We've got our cheese sticks from Flathos Fine Foods. And lastly, we have our maple roasted cashews from Grandy Organics.